Duncan is a magnet program, and we're magnet in that students have to apply to come to the school. But there are no criteria that are associated with that application. In other words, you simply have to really just put your name down on an application, say, I'm interested in being involved in this program.
Yeah.
And then based upon the size of the application pool, either you'll be accepted or there'll be a lottery that's run. Magnet programs such as Duncan serve more of a focused purpose. And so for our program, we are this kind of this combined element program of not only serving the academics, but also more specifically in serving the idea of career preparation. At this school, every student that comes here gets involved in a career pathway. And they get involved in that in the 9th grade, and they will stay within a pathway program all the way through graduation. But the difference between, that by itself is not all of it. There's more than that. There's what we would describe as the promise of Duncan. And the promise of Duncan is the idea that a student can come to school here. They can get a focused education within a certain pathway. They can meet all of their requirements to enter into any four-year university that they want to go to. But they also receive, and this is huge, they also receive a certification for employment, a job certification. What students do is from day one here, they're thinking about the career that they're getting into, and they're actually doing coursework during high school to prepare them for that. Our students in our nursing services program, we have better than 95% pass rate for students to become a certified nurse's assistant, something that most students will take after high school. They'll go to, some kind of a career college like San Joaquin Valley College or, IT Institute, or these different institutes are. Students can take those, receive those certifications here, and be eligible for better than minimum wage employment immediately upon graduation.
Wow.
Which is the promise of Duncan. And if you are able to think back and consider that, what that really means is that while we hope that some of our students are able to get scholarships, we understand that many of us, like myself, for example, I didn't get a full ride scholarship through college.
Right.
So what we're saying is we're going to make you eligible to get a good job, a good paying job, that you're going to be able to support yourself and either continue in that career and develop yourself more so you can earn higher wages, or help to assist yourself through college.
Right.
And be able to pay for yourself because you're going to have that good job.
Okay.
That's the promise of Duncan. The ideal student is somebody who knows the value of their education, right? They know, I'm doing this because this is going to help me later on, and therefore I'm going to buy into this and work hard. That is our student, and I think that's partly what makes Duncan a unique program. But I think that's why Duncan is so exciting, is that kids can come here and they know, listen, I don't want to go to high school, just go to high school and graduate. I know that I want to be in automotive later on. I want to work with a shop. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do my whole life. They can come here and they can have that experience, receive certifications so they can be employable, graduate from high school, and be able to move on. And I think because of that, a Duncan student is a little more interested and involved at school because they see, just by nature, the value of the education that they're receiving. We have to think a little differently around how are we going to get kids to be involved in school, and how are we going to get kids to be involved in the culture and the climate and feel like they belong at the school.
Right.
So it's inspiring for me to see when we look at data, because we do survey data every year, to see that Duncan is amongst the highest of the district kids who feel as though they belong at the school. And that's because we do alternative and unique clubs and organizations that kids can get involved with. But I think it's also because teachers develop strong relationships with the kids here, and it's just because of that unique setting that they will bond together. What I would say is there is an element of pride amongst the students because of the education they're receiving, and I'll share with you an example. If you were to go out around campus right now, you would notice that a number of the students are dressed in professional attire. So they have to do this because of their job site work. So what you'd see is you'd see kids wearing scrubs, for example. You'd see kids wearing mechanics shirts, I don't know what you'd call them, but that's what they're wearing, You'd see the networking kids dressed in a shirt and tie. So what's interesting is that the kids are so genuinely excited, and they feel this pride based upon what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you an example. We're considering pushing down this idea of a professional attire down to the freshman year. Currently, it's just the juniors and seniors that wear it because those are the ones that are going off to job sites.
Yeah.
And we had some juniors come up to us and they said, "Mr. Ward, we earned these. This is important to us, and don't just give these away. This is really important to us." So I think that's the relationship that exists. Kids know that they feel like they've earned this placement, they've earned this pathway, and that is kind of their identity, right? That they're associating themselves with what they're doing, and that's pretty cool.